how many of these sightings that you hear about actually contain spiritual or paranormal elements? Because a lot of the time what we've heard, like on TV and TV shows, is really not a spiritual or paranormal experience.
Right. I would say 5%, maybe 10% have seen them disappear.
I see.
That's.
But of course, when you barely see them, I mean, why would you? Right?
That doesn't mean they didn't. It really didn't report that, because a lot of people, I've questioned people before, and they don't want to tell me that part until finally they realize I got an open mind. They want to tell me exactly what they saw, and they tell me that. So a lot of people have witnessed that part, but they don't want to talk about it because you get into the woo-woo factor, and a lot of people do want to throw you out with a baby then,
I see. That makes sense. The story gets unpalatable at that point, and people start to go, well, and so they stop telling that part.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
Yeah, we didn't tell some of the stuff we went on with us up there for a long time, just because it's crazy enough saying you believe in Bigfoot, but then when you say you saw one and you encountered them and you interacted with them and stuff like that, then people really get weird. So that's why the science behind these recordings we've got is so important. It shows that there's credibility in what we have. We knew what we was dealing with. We didn't know what we knew we was dealing with something unique, but we until you get the science behind it, like Al Berry, he had the initiative to start searching out some academia that would work with us. He went to the people that studied the Nixon tapes first. Of course, they don't do it for free, but they did listen to them and say, whatever made this was spontaneous and was huge. And they recommended he find some academia and some sound engineer to get the tapes verified that they were real. There's no 60-cycle hum in them, which would have shown pre-recording or re-recording, altered speed, stuff like that. That's all been checked. It's all been noted. Yet you got classical science out here who want to believe these beings are out there, and I know some of them. I've been traveling with them, different places, parts of the world, and I know how they think. They can't get out of their parameters, which says they got to be an ape. And once you made up your mind what they are, you want everything that you hear to fit in that box. And unfortunately, you can't be that way if you're going to be open-minded.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is the true definition of wisdom, but I refer to it as intelligence you can only acquire with age. And as I've gotten older, I realize most things do not fit into the boxes that I want them to. Having kids, I know lots of people who they get pregnant and they tell me oh, this is exactly how my kid's going to be. And I'm all, no, it's not. It is not going to be like that. Your kid is going to be the way your kid wants to be, and you have very little to do with it.
Kids would change your life.
They will.
Told my son that. I said, you're fixing to know love like you've never seen love before, when you have your own children. And that's when you'll do anything, to protect them.
Yep. You get to know what it feels like to give and not receive unconditional love.
Exactly.